Have you heard of a magnetic stud finder? Because I'm amazed that I haven't. I have plenty of magnets, I have a 3D printer, I have 10 minutes for this challenge. Let's get on with it. Here we are in Blender, I have 10 minutes on the clock, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I have sort of an idea of what I'm going to be making here, but it's quite ambitious, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. But let's see what happens. So let's just put this up to a nice high resolution. The radius that I'm going for here is 26 divided by 2. And the height of this is going to be 8.5 millimeters. And that's exactly what I want. Then I'm going to go with my CAD transforms, actually. I'm going to go to face center. Duplicate this 3 times on the Y to 60. That's what I want. Then I want to go G from the origin point to the 3D cursor. It's not wanting to do that. Sometimes it just doesn't want to play along, so we're going to have to join this. Then I'm going to have to go Shift, Selection to Cursor. Brilliant. And yeah, I'm happy with that for now. Then I'm going to create another cube here, and we're going to go with 26 plus 6, and that gives me what I'm wanting here. And then on the Z, I've got 8.5 plus 1.2 because I'm going to go 0.6 millimeters, and these are going to be inset inside of the 3D print, and these are my magnets, of course. And now that I have that, let's apply the scale of this. Go into edit mode. Let's add a loop cut there. Then I'm going to go face selection U, get snap to vertices, go G, Y, snap to that far vertex over here. Yep, then I'm going to go G, Y, 3. Brilliant. Now that's not really helping me out, is it? So let's delete this here, all those faces there. I have it set on my quick menu to mirror, and we're going to go on the Y like so. Brilliant. All right, so now that we have that, I'm going to add a loop cut as well into this there, and another loop cut around here. And then I'm going to go X-ray, because I want to go GY and snap that right here. That is correct. It is indeed GY minus 3. And then I want to add this loop cut here as well. And then I want to grab this loop cut. Let's see if this is going to work or not. So CAD transforms, we're going to go from G, from the vertex right there to the Y on the face center, and it's not wanting to grab that one. That's okay. Sometimes it doesn't do that. We just have to select them both, go into edit mode, and then we'll be able to select that, then go G from the vertex to the face center along the Y. Okay, now that we have this here, which is the foundational element, I'm going to go Shift D, bring this up on the Z, then I'm going to go GZ once again and snap that down there. I'm going to cancel this mirror because I do not need that mirror anymore. Then I'm going to go into here. Let's go face selection, select all those faces, delete those faces, edge selection, select all that, fill that face, and then let's cut that face right there with J, then go edge selection. Then I'm going to go G with the vertex here along the Y to a face center right there. Yep. And then I'm going to go G. Nope, normal one. G, Y. Let's go 2 or 3. Let's go 3. And okay, so now that I have this here, let's grab U and let's go part in edit mode, part by loose parts, because I do not want U, but I want to keep, we just hide U, yeah, alt hide that there, and this one I do not need either. All I need is that down here. Yeah, 5 minutes left. Oh god. Let's carry on. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm going to select all this edge of the outside, Alt S, scale this in by -1, just so that it's a little bit different than the base of it. That should have worked nicely. Let me just double check that in this direction and X-ray. Yes, it has worked exactly how I expected it. Yes, that is perfect. And then from here, I'm going to go edge selection. We're going to select these corners right here. And then I'm going to bevel them all the way, bring them, come on, bring them nice high up. Nice resolution, something like that. Yep, that works for me. Select all of it, merge by distance. Brilliant. Now we've got to get this internal bit. No, I don't. I want to grab this face here. And I'm going to Shift D on the X 1 millimeter up. Then I'm going to go edge selection, select these edges here. Delete those edges, select this edge here. Then I'm going to do an offset of 1 millimeter. Yep, and then with that done, I'm going to go back into edge selection, select that, bridge edge loops. Then I'm going to go and delete these faces right here. Delete faces, and then I'm going to select this edge loop there, select this edge loop here, bridge those edge loops, select that, and fill that face. That is starting to look good. Yep, GZ1, and that is what I'm wanting there. That's exactly it. So merge by distance, brilliant. And while I'm at it, let's select that inside bit, select that, go Control Shift minus. So now that is hollow inside of it. Now I'm going to go with our quick menu of mirroring this on the Z, and I'm going to straight away just apply this, because I need this for future operations. No, but then you're going to have to do it twice. Go Shift D, we'll select that there. We're going to hide one of those, select this one. Then I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to go Alt S. We're going to scale this up by 0.5. Press S once again. That's working nicely here. Yep, then I'm going to select the edge loop down here. That's the one that I'm wanting. So select all of that edge loop. Well, actually, you know what? Select just the faces. That would probably be a better idea. So let's select these faces here. Come on, Jonathan. That one there. Oh, God, we got 2 minutes, 58 seconds. I am taking my sweet time here. So all of those, GZ, bring that up, snap it to there. That's more like it. That's exactly what I'm wanting, because what we need now is, oh, we're running out of time. We're going to go a mirror. This mirror is looking pretty good. So I'm going to apply the mirror now. So let's go out of there, apply that mirror. I'm just going to minus that now from here, just so that we have that in place. I'm going to select the faces up on the top of this. Can't see what I'm doing. Select those, and yeah, select those, extrude that up to that position here. And then I'm going to go G minus 0.5 other way on the Z, please. Other way, like that. That's what I want. Yes, indeed it is. And this is already the big one, so Control Shift minus. Oh, that's not what I want. Just Control minus, just so that it's like this. Then I can go Alt H and we get those back in here. And now with 1 minute to 40 something on the clock, let's make this look pretty. So I'm going to add a loop there, going to add a loop there, going to select this edge loop, scale this on the Z, bring that, ooh, maybe not scale it. Let's go G, no, U to the U. Let's go GZ minus 1. Let's grab the other side of U to there, G, Z, oh, X, X1. I am wasting so much time. 1 minute left, so let's really get this going. Need to grab these right here. We need to do some beveling. Come on. Bevel that nice to what, 7.5 would look nice. Yeah, select all of that, merge by distance. That should look good. That's looking all right there. Now let's just try and make this a little bit nicer, I guess. 45 seconds on the clock. I am wasting so much time not doing my selection correctly here. But oh well, if we run out of time, we run out of time, and that's it. I will still finish what I'm doing to make this look good for you guys. We're going to bevel this by 1 and bring this segments down to 1, 20 something seconds left. That's looking good. Let's select that vertex there, that vertex over here, vertex there, go G, Z, bring that up to there. Lastly, let's add a nice little bevel across those two edges. And I have 7 seconds left and I'm running out of time. This is not going to work. Oh, so close. I'm one operation away. So let's just do it. So from there all the way to there, and then I'm going to bevel that right there with a nice little bevel of maybe 3 millimeters, and then give this maybe 25-ish segments. Should I do that? Yeah, something like that. And then I might as well, you know, because I'm here, I will undo that. I'm going to select these here first because I want to give this rounded, because we all like rounded things. So let's round that out here. Do some clamp overlap snapping like that. Select everything, merge by distance, and now I'll go back here, select those. Select these right there. And let's go bevel, something like that. Let's put that to 3. And that is what I wanted to create. But I was so close and I failed right at the last bit. But we're there. I'm going to go and get this printed and show you how it works. And yes. Oops, I almost forgot to show you cleaning up. So let's just clean this up very quickly. So we have this one mirrored here. Let's apply that mirror. We can now go GY and move that out this way. See that that's all good. Now, a good thing to do here, we can see that there's the smallest bit of artifacting going on with this here. So I'm just going to go scale this on the Z to 0. Just making sure that that's set correctly. Then I'm going to move this GZ, snap that on that edge once again. So that shouldn't be touching or artifacting this face at all. So with that now in place, we should be able to first grab this Boolean, apply that mirror. You don't have to apply that mirror, but it's usually best practice. Then I will apply the other Boolean, then we can check how it's come out here. Not exactly the best result that I could have got, but let's see if we go here, merge by distance, then do an X and do a limited dissolve. There you go. It's now cleaned everything away and we don't need to deal with any of that. Now, very quickly, before we get printing, you might be wondering how I'm going to put these magnets into my print. Well, pretty simply, if you have an up-to-date printer that has decent firmware in it, you can use Prusa Slicer, go down all of these layers until you find the first one that goes over your magnets. So that's here. For me, it's 940, round about there. And there's this little plus, right-click it, you'll have the option to add a pause or a color change. Unfortunately, I'm using a CR10S. It's a little bit dated, and just Creality in general just doesn't have the best firmware out there. So I know it's at 940. Now, why was that important? Well, it's for this. Now that we know that it's at 940, I can move over here and we can take a look. Right here where it says 940, it also gives me the time next to it. So that's 1 hour and 6 minutes. I can also go down and I'll find out that, okay, so it's about 1 hour. So I'll set a timer right when I start the print so that I know once it starts printing 1 hour in, I need to make sure that I'm there to manually pause the printer to then be able to put in my magnets and then start it once again. With that now covered, I'm going to go and get this printed and then I'll show you the end result. There we have it. I saw it, I wanted it, so I made it. Overall, I'm really happy with the design. Yes, I didn't quite pull it off in 10 minutes, but I was very close. I love the wand aspect to find the screws, the pull-offs to attach to the screws. The only downside is that the wand is a little bit heavy, so when I do find the last screw with the wand, I have to leave it on there gently, if not, it'll fall off. If you found that I was going far too fast and it was a little bit overwhelming, you couldn't quite follow along, don't worry. I have an entire free course and that's linked down in the description. But if you'd like to start making sooner rather than later, I have a paid course coming out really soon where you'll start making from day one through a series of concise 3D printing projects that give you the skills necessary to navigate Blender through precision modeling, and you'll also learn the core pillars of 3D print design. And by the end of it, you'll be able to bring your creative ideas and remixes to life. To find out more about that, linked down in the description as well. A huge thank you to my patrons. You guys are absolutely awesome, and it's thanks to you that I'm even able to make Maker Tales, so I appreciate your support so much. And if you're enjoying what I'm making here and you think I'm worthy of your support, I would love to see you there too. And don't forget that we have a Discord, and that's linked down in the description. Thank you for watching, keep making, and let the quest continue.